Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix 100% guide. We have gotten all of our treasures and all of our maps from the Pride Lands. Absolutely brilliant. We're just getting rid of all the news because they drive me insane. But we're after hearing a commotion from Timon and Pumbaa out in the forest, so we gotta go make sure they ain't being eaten. And obviously we can tidy up our puzzles a little bit. We're after getting some nice edge pieces, so we can 1000% start to actually put a shape on on how our lovely puzzle should look. Getting there nicely, slowly but surely. And obviously I'm just getting rid of the new from Sora's abilities. It was just that he got the rush ability, that's all.
Simba! Wait! It's Nala! Don't you recognize her? Nala? It's me, Simba.
Simba! You are alive!
Hey, what's going on here?
Don't worry. They're all friends of mine.
So that means nobody's planning to eat anybody else for lunch, right?
Are you sure they don't want to eat me? Like I'm some kind of pig?
We won't, but you are a pig, right?
Call me Mr. Pig!
Could you guys excuse us for a few minutes?
Why am I not surprised?
Simba, you've got to come back to Pride Rock. I thought Sora might be able to help, but you're the only one who can save us from Scar.
I can't go back.
Why?
Hakuna Matata. It's something I learned out here. Sometimes bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Simba?
Hakuna?
Matata!
Hakuna?
Matata!
He's not the Simba I remember. Something about Hakuna Matata.
We kind of have back-to-back cutscenes here, guys, so we're going to approach Simba and he's going to talk to his dad.
My father's dead, and it's because of me. It's my fault. I can't go back. It won't change anything.
Look at the stars. The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
Father, are you there?
Simba, you have forgotten who you are. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are.
You can all come out now. I'm going back to face my past. I could use your help.
He really is a king.
We unlock the Circle of Life Keyblade. An actually really good Keyblade for the majority of the mid-game, to be honest. I just love Oath Keeper way too much to swap it out for anything else. But we will use Circle of Life for a little bit just because it has the MP Haste auto ability. And we obviously are going to try and use Simba's Limit. That's going to be really important now for logging it into the journal. And we're just going to drop some AP boosts into Simba so he can actually have more useful abilities. And we're going to let him reload potions, because the more people that have potions, the more likely we are going to survive crit mode. So our party members need to be able to heal us. I know theoretically they should be able to heal themselves too, but we all know that, like, Sora's most important. Sora is best boy. If you know, they keep each other alive in the process, fair enough, but obviously just throwing on some different skill rings, getting us some more AP as well. And again, just getting rid of the news from the items again, because it is driving me crazy. As I say, got Mufasa added to the diary as well, so not every character though yet. But now that we have Simba in the party, we're going to quickly hit save. We're going to drop off our synth items into the shop, as well as buy some weapons for Donald and Goofy, if we were able to afford them all. But you know, Donald is our rapid healing boy, always doing his absolute best. And then we get some lovely, much needed stat boosts from, you know, collecting different types of materials, for getting all the bright materials. So completing collections, and by that I mean getting a bright shard, stone, gem, crystal, getting a blazing stone, shard, gem, crystal, will result in getting loads of different rewards from the Moogles, which is obviously brilliant. And I will be in later episodes running along and showing you guys, I suppose, world by world, what can be collected where. Particularly if we end up getting tons of lucky rings. And the nice thing about the Pride Lands is that now that we have the Rush ability, we can get every single puzzle piece. It's just a matter of doing our little charge and actually, you know, hitting the mark correctly. So just be careful, line up, and with the right jump and a little X for good measure, we can collect our puzzle pieces. Now for our Wildcat limit, we might as well get that logged into the journal ASAP, but Simba's limit is a great limit. We will be using it during the Scar Boss fight regardless. But here it is, and it is literally just mash X and Y, or A and Y, you know, your attack command and your reaction command button at the same time to absolutely decimate our enemies. And now that we have our lovely Circle of Life Keyblade, we are able to get our MP back even quicker, which is obviously a lovely boon. The only sad thing with our MP haste is that basically, guys, the more MP haste you have, the less effective MP haste becomes. It's really weird in that if you have like a bunch of stacking, the application, like, it's not as if, oh, if you get MP recovery goes 50% quicker, then let's say if your full recharge took 10 seconds, it's now only going to take 5 seconds. But then if you make it you know, 25% faster, it's like it doesn't compound. It doesn't become 100% faster. It's weird to describe, but the more MP haste you have, the less effective they become.
Wait a minute, we're gonna fight your uncle for this?
Yes, Timon. This is my home.
Simba, you're alive.
This kingdom doesn't belong to you.
Simba's the rightful king.
The choice is yours, Scar. Either step down or fight.
Must this all end in violence? I'd hate to be responsible for the death of a family member, Simba.
I've put the past behind me.
But what about your faithful subjects? Have they?
Simba, what's he talking about?
Go on. Tell them who's responsible for Mufasa's death.
I am.
He admits it, murderer. If it weren't for you, Mufasa would still be alive. Do you deny it?
No, but it was an accident.
You're in trouble again. But this time, Daddy isn't here to save you. And now everyone knows why. Now, this looks familiar. I think I've seen this before. Oh, yes. I remember. This is just the way your father looked before he died. Here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa.
Murderer! Tell them the truth!
All right, all right. I did it.
Louder!
I killed Mufasa.
Simba, you get Scar. We'll handle these guys.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through!
Simba has confronted Scar. We now know the truth, but now we gotta help Timon and Pumbaa. And I hate that I got so, like, locked in and, like, overly obsessing with MPAs. Like, obviously, the more you have, the better. But it, like, goes from, okay, you have, like, a 5-second reduction to now an additional 1 second to an additional 1 second to an additional 1 second. You know, the more they compound, the less impactful their deduction becomes. So, fighting the hyenas and protecting Timon and Pumbaa is a tricky scenario. Basically, you're going to want to attack them once or twice and then get beside Timon and Pumbaa and use Reflect in order to keep them safe and sound. So you want to attack them when they're separated, keep your HP topped up nice and high, but once you attack them once or twice, they're going to basically charge in towards them, and you need to be close to the ground to be able to use the reaction command and get them out of the way for safety. So call them out of the way, the hyenas will then actually charge at each other, giving them a big chance to capitalize on the pain train and do your damage. You'll notice that I'm doing like a little roar. The roar does tons of damage if you finish your attack combo with square while on the ground. And I'm just trying to spam reflect so I can actually like get a bit of AoE damage on all the hyenas. Doing our best. But with enough perseverance, we end up defeating them. If he gets lucky, definitely going to be equipping that for our items and thing.
Where's Simba?
He went up there.
And now it is time to confront Scar, but not before making a save, because that hyena fight is really annoying. And obviously if Timon and Pumbaa take too much damage, you fail. If you lose your HP, you fail. So it's always annoying when you're having to fight a boss with like multiple conditions for failure. But we are going to be using Reflect to our advantage when we're facing Scar. And we're going to be dashing as well, using the dash as a lion, so holding square and running at full speed. We're going to use that to kind of kite Scar a good bit. And obviously I'm now like, oh my god, we're after getting Lucky. We 100% need that on Goofy at all times going forward, just so we can have better synth drops. Because the more we get now, the less we have to farm for later, obviously. And we 1000% need to give our guys better accessories, like for strength and for ability points and stuff. It's important. But just before we go up to Scar, we need to make sure we collect that puzzle piece. It seems like a really simple jump. And by God, it should be a really simple jump, but third time's the charm.
This is his fight, Donald. You're okay.
Oh, that was just a sneak preview. 'Cause this ain't over. Oh, not by a long shot. Anger and jealousy turned the king of Pride Rock into a heartless. Oh, your kingdom's gonna rise again. But this time as the Pride Lands of Darkness.
That's what you think.
So, with Scar now being an actual Heartless,
I am the king.
we're just going to try and bait Scar into tipping off our Reflect barrier, letting us do tons of damage. And then when he starts casting spells, like fire, we can again use our Reflect to kind of kite round. And with Donald and Simba being able to heal, you'll notice I threw up a heal just out of reflex, but I really should have just used my MP Rage. I would have had full MP, I would have had full health, and I could have kept reflecting. And it might be a cowardly strategy, but I'm just using the dash, running the perimeter of this boss arena in order to just get my MP back, or at least back close enough. Oh yeah, if you ever get into an up-close tussle with Scar, you need to be using your reaction plan just to get out of that unscathed. But now that he's doing like magic, it's way easier to kind of stagger castings of Reflect in order to have him tip off damage. And, you know, I then think, oh my god, I have him, and how epic would it be to, you know, KO him with Simba's limit. And then he goes into his ultimate move, and I start to stagger my clawings just so I can, you know, stagger the invincibility frames. And unfortunately, Scar is now done and dusted. I have now no MP. And as you know, magic casts would just allow me to instantly win when he has low HP, but because of so many combo modifiers, if I was to go into a melee with him, it would not be great because I would need to get like 4 hits or so. So I'm just literally running to let the MP restore. And then once I get a reflect, I can hopefully reflect his lightning or just hit him with a blizzard for that magic finisher bonus. We're going to have a long collection of cutscenes, guys, and then we're going to hit up Atlantica.
Hey, what's with the light show?
We have to say goodbye for a little while.
I'll go tell Simba.
Oh, he's probably busy. Just tell him we'll be back soon.
Oh, that's right. He's king now. He's gonna be so busy, he'll probably forget about his 2 best buddies.
Well, you always got Hakuna Matata, right?
Yes, so.
What do you mean, yes so? And what if he forgets to tell the carnivores who we are? One look at you, and you're a pig roast!
That's Mr. Pig Roast.
Same thing! And I'm not sticking around to be anybody's pork dinner!
Pumbaa?
You can never forget your true buddies.
We get the fire element, which is kind of really cool because obviously Scar was using lots of elemental magic in his fight, which is interesting. He's kind of the very first kind of melee magic mage we have. With completing Pride Lands, we also unlock a new Olympus Coliseum, I suppose, arena challenge. We haven't done any of the arena yet. That will be more towards the post-game when we can just quickly clean up the fight super quickly, because unlike the arena in Kingdom Hearts 1, the enemies don't necessarily scale. So when you're doing the opening few, they're super easy to defeat. But we were asked to come back when we had the magnet spell. We had the magnet spell for a while, so let's continue on with our Atlantica adventures.
Ariel!
We'd like you to come with us, Ariel.
Have we got something to show you? It's a pretty cool statue, huh?
And looks like some kind of prince.
A prince?
So, with that all ready, let's get ready to now add Y to our list of combos. for the musical challenge, and I'm going to sing along because hopefully that'll stop us getting any copyright issues or whatever makes it transformative or whatnot. But we have to try and get 5 excellence in a row. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's-its and what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I wanna see him dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wandering free, wish I could be part of that world. So as you can see, you can mess up the combos in the middle and still get way over 5 in a row. Not a hard minigame whatsoever. And to get the Mickey Mouse symbol for the minigames in this world, you're going to just need to do this song twice.
Ariel,
so just...
we're here to help you, you know?
Oh no, you 3 stay out of it!
Look who's talking.
Yeah, you were gonna tell your dad about it.
What am I going to do?
You're late, Sebastian. Is something wrong? No, nothing, Your Majesty. That's good. So tell me, how's the song for the musical coming along? It's finished, Your Majesty. And it'll celebrate all the wonders of the sea. It's my finest work. Will it get Ariel's mind off the human world? Well yes, probably. Possibly. I mean, most definitely. Excuse me, Your Majesty, but I must rehearse, you understand? That's terrible, we've got to do something. She can't be singing in the musical like that. I'll sing her part instead. No way, not a chance. What? Why not? Hey, it's Sebastian. So basically, guys, we're not able to do the next song until we have 5 drive gauges. That's been our episode. Catch you at the next one. Have a good one.